All right, take a look at this. There's really, really nothing a mama won't do for her kids. That includes dressing up as a hot Cheeto and dancing all across the country. Well, now she's back from her fundraising adventure, and joining us this morning, Monica Harding, along with Elimi Yeme, founder and clinical director of EY Behavioral Services. Good morning to both of you, and thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So much to talk about. A hot Cheeto, huh?
Hot Cheeto.
Tell me what got you in a hot Cheeto outfit.
Anything for Jackson. That's one of his favorite snacks, and whatever he can bring, whatever brings him joy.
You talk about Jackson.
Eating
You
is one
talk
of them.
about Cheeto. Tell us who Jackson is. Jackson
is almost 18 years old and suffers from a rare genetic disease called SYNGAP1. It comes with many symptoms: autism, intellectual disability, intractable seizures. He's almost 18 right now.
This is Jackson right behind, right there. Okay.
And we're in a really good place right now, but we have struggled with some serious issues with sleep issues, behaviors that are truly life impacting.
And dressing up as the Cheeto and you're raising money.
We are raising money to find a cure for SYNGAP1 through SYNGAP Research Fund. And we drove across country from New York City. The famous Cannonball route started in New York City and drove 61 hours all the way to here in Los Angeles, ending up at the Portofino Hotel.
Oh, okay. How much money did you raise?
$129,000. Yes, we live streamed for 61 hours. And drove nonstop, doing silliness like this, all raising funds.
Elimi, there might be some people who are watching right now that they're not familiar with SYNGAP1 and how behavior plays a role in it. So can you bring us into the world and briefly explain what it is?
Absolutely. Behavior plays a huge role in SYNGAP1. I think that's the #1 concerns that families come to me for, because it really affects their quality of life. You know, when you are limited by getting in and out of your house, or going grocery shopping, or taking your kid to school, it really puts you in a tough spot. So it plays a huge role, I would say, to those families.
And you said, Monica, this is rare?
Super rare. Jackson is one patient of less than 1,300 worldwide.
Wow.
There should be 300 diagnosed in California, but based on statistics, it's 0.5% to 1% of those with intellectual disabilities would likely have the SYNGAP1 rare disease. So we have 6 right here in San Diego, 30 in California, but it's very underdiagnosed, and it's only diagnosed through genetic testing.
And when you talk about behavior treatments, what is that exactly? How does it help?
Really, I think the most important thing to know about behavior treatment for SYNGAP patients is that SYNGAP is very complex. It really affects each individual very differently. So it's important to have behavior treatments that are flexible and that can adapt to the individual needs of each client on any moment, really, because they change really rapidly.
Can you give me an example of what that means?
To change the treatment plan, it really is based on what that kid is showing you at any given moment. Like, I can be very serious right now, and then I see his demeanor change, and then I'll change it to very fun and crazy. Like, it's really just being dynamic about our treatment plans.
And for you to do this, what was it like for you, Monica, that you wanted to be a part of this?
Initially, I said absolutely not.
You said to the fundraising, or
I said that? No, I said that to my husband. I said, "Are you kidding me? I'm not going to do this." However, we don't have a cure for SYNGAP1, and because of generous fathers who have been doing this for now 4 years, I said, absolutely, I'm going to do this for Jackson and the other few kids that are out there. It was the most exhausting yet exciting, exuberating feeling to be among connecting families and to be with these fathers and to share in some great conversations about how life-changing this rare disease is and why we need a cure.
Yeah, and you see it, and you see that energy right there with those families coming together
Yes,
to be able to do
absolutely.
it. Well, we appreciate both of you coming by to tell us about it, and we'll get the information up if there's people watching right now who would like to donate. It's still possible to donate, right?
Absolutely, forever, yes.
Okay, we'll get it up on foxsightsandiego.com. Click the little Scene On tab if you'd like to donate. We'll get you the information to do so. Thank you to both of you
for
for being
having
here.
us.
We'll be right back.
Thank you.